What is up, YouTube? Thanks for being here. We're going to get right into this video, but before we do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you doing that. What is the difference between CLA Core and CLA Custom? We got two different options inside of the Christmas Light Academy, and I just want to jump on here and explain exactly like what the differences are so you can try to figure out which option is best for you and your Christmas light business. The first thing is CLA Core. This is our original employee training program. All four roles that you really need to onboard during the season when things are crazy, right? The first one being the installer training program. This is probably the most popular, most important one because time is of essence. We don't have a lot of time. So getting installers up to speed super fast, that's why I really created this. The installer training program, and then you have sales reps, and inside of sales reps, it teaches them things like Google Earth, how to measure roof lines, how to decorate, the materials. And then we also have inside of CLA Core, we have the office staff and VA training. Let's say you hire a VA or a new office lady for the season. Well, instead of having to sit there and teach them everything about the industry and materials and all this stuff, answering the phones, you know, our language in our industry, all that's built in. Think of it like somebody going to work at Walmart or McDonald's, right? Like our employee training programs are an onboarding system that just help teach and lay all the foundation that each different role needs to know for their job. The last one is team leads and operations manager. So those are the four roles. Just to recap, we have installer training, sales rep training, office staff and VA, and we also have the basic team lead and operations manager. And the team lead, just to dive into it just a little bit, is basically like how to line the guys out when they get to the job, who's taking care of like the CRM, just basically like what a team lead would be doing to like run the crews and keep the guys operating at a higher efficiency. That way they can get more jobs done and just kind of have some basic expectations on how to run the guys in the field. That's CLA Core in a whole. You know, this one is all like a pre-built training program. This one's actually been around for third season with CLA Core. We've gotten a lot of great feedback. We've actually had over 100 something employees at this time as of, we're June 24th, 2026. I know we're like shy under 150 employees, but I know we've also crossed that 100 employee mark that have been onboarded through CLA. Now with CLA Core, which is the one I was just talking about, that's our basic, most affordable package. This is really more for smaller guys, you know, maybe guys with 3 to 5 guys, maybe still figuring out your brand, you know, just trying to be conservative on the price. That's who that's for, is those guys. Now, CLA Custom is a little bit more of an investment for you. This is more for companies who are hitting that 500K mark, 400K and up, definitely $1 million and plus. And the reason CLA Custom is more valuable for those guys at a larger scale is like you need to be heavily invested in your brand, heavily invested in your systems and your operations, and really getting things documented. If you ever wanted to sell your business, you know, having a custom branded training program that you can say to the new business owner like, hey, we already have a system, so all you need to do is hire the guys, put them through the onboarding process, and they're ready for their first day. It just becomes an asset into your business, really. Now, to talk a little bit about like, okay, well, I get that. CLA Custom, like what it is. The CLA Custom is focused right now just on installer training, getting the installers up to speed. But what it is it has your company colors, your company logo, different custom videos that we go in and individually customize for you. So things like your morning routine, the end of day routine, who should be gassing up the trucks, your reinstall process, your takedown process, how you actually label the lights. Let's say maybe you decorate windows or you decorate around garage doors. Some people hot glue, some people use staples. So we kind of go in and really get this thing customized and dialed in a lot more to like your SOPs. That's why it's a little bit more of an investment. There's a lot more work on the back end. We inside of CLA as a team are coming together to help bring this to life. A little bit more of a yearly investment too, because this isn't just like, hey, we're just gonna build it and then just leave it alone for the next 5 years. We're gonna build it, and then after the season, like we're coming up on season 2026. So after the season, me and you, or maybe one of my teammates, jump on the call and we talk about it. Like, how did it work? What was really good? What maybe we could improve on? And then what are some things that we just absolutely want to get rid of or change? You know, maybe your office guy left and we mentioned their name in the training program and now we want to replace that. Like, totally doable. And so that's why there is like an annual fee on CLA Custom. There's work involved. You know, this is like a living asset in your business that needs to be nurtured over time, because as time goes on, your company grows, you grow, and your training program needs to grow with it. So we got your back on that. You know, this isn't something that you have to do all on your own. You know, business owners, we all know delegating is key. So delegating all this work into getting it all done and customized and hosted on our mobile app, I mean, it's all done for you. So that's CLA Custom in a whole. I mean, there is more to it. If you want to learn more, you can definitely book a call. Link will be in the description to book a call with me. We can really dial into some more details on it. I'll also give you maybe a free preview, free mock-up of like how the program looks and works for your business. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. It's just showing you really like what it is so you can see the process. Because at CLA here, we are basically the only ones who have built an employee training program that is not only just like a one and done thing, but it's also like an ongoing relationship where we work together and we keep evolving this over and over. That's it. We got CLA Core, which is our most affordable program. If you want, I can dive into prices right now. CLA Core is a one-time investment of $9.99. That's going to come with all 4 roles in English and Spanish. And then CLA Custom, I think right now we still have our early bird pricing, which is $2,000 investment. That's going to cover the whole initial build out. That's customizing it, adding your colors, adding your logos, your custom videos, like all that is in that $2,000. And then it's $9.99 a year. Basically covers all of the recustomizing and editing year after year, because like I said, we need to keep working on it, evolving it. One pro tip is if you do invest in CLA Custom, I would recommend getting your guys meta glasses. Well, I'll tell you what we're doing personally in my business is get your guys, maybe even just your team leads, get a couple pairs of meta glasses out in the trucks. Go ahead and create a list of training videos that you want for your business. Maybe it's how to wrap a palm tree. And a lot of this is already in there, but I'm saying from your guys doing it could be a good thing, because we have our foundation, but you can always be adding in videos into this training program. So add a list of videos that you want personally from your guys on your jobs, and give them a list of custom videos that you want, and say, hey, if during this season, if you guys get all these videos made, here's a checklist that I want of all the videos. The meta glasses are yours. $500 it might cost you. That is a great way to get training videos at a very low cost. And then after the season, you will be able to give me all those videos in a Google Drive. We'll be able to edit them, polish them up, and add them to your training program. So that's just a little pro tip that we're doing and we're recommending for all of our CLA Custom clients. So definitely check that out. And if you guys have any other questions, like I said, you can book a call, whether it's for CLA Core or CLA Custom. There's probably also going to be a free trial link in the description. If there's not a free trial link in the description at the time of the posting, book the call. Let's talk about it. I'll make sure I get you set up on that free trial. And then you'll be ready to rock and roll for the season, man. Whether it's 2026, 2027, or the years to come, we are not slowing down. We are planning on making this better and better every single year. That's basically it as far as like what CLA Core is and what CLA Custom is. So hope this video helped. I got more videos coming, so maybe right here I'm going to pop up another video. Check out one of those videos to learn even more about maybe the process of how it looks like to onboard a new installer using CLA. Thank you guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Peace. Let's go crush it this Christmas light season. You already know.